All right, we got a game here from Rider of Rohan versus Necromaster, or Rider of Reaver's Mark on Steam. So that's nice. And I believe this was a Warhammer World Cup game. Yes, it was. I was just checking when he messaged me. I was asking for some replays from the new patch. So for Ryder, it doesn't look like he took anything different from the patch because Kislev wasn't really in the patch. We have Armored Kossar frontline backed up by regular Kossars, Ice Guard with Glaives, and then Tsarina Katerin with Crystal Sanctuary and Death Frost. It's nice solid pike and shot push build. But on the other side, Tzeentch has some of the new stuff. So we have the Golden Griffin of Theurgy, which got some buffs. Seer of Destiny is a new ability for them, plus melee defense and leadership if the Golden Griffin is out of melee. But moreover, it got an extra use of Searing Doom. Kairos Fate Weaver, no real buffs for him. But then Aekold Hellbrass, didn't he get a buff? I'm trying to think. Yeah, his sword. His Windblade got a bigger contact effect, I believe. So we'll see if the Windblade buff helped him enough. Keep him in this. Trying to look at... I know Tzeentch got a decent number of buffs across the board, but I don't see too many units that got the buffs here, so that's about it. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. All right, in comes a first Gaze of Fate on the Griffin Legion, locking them in place with the Chromatic Abominations, and now some Halberds running forward. It's a short net, so I don't think the Halberds will get that much value, but Kairos does land in them to get a little bit of damage out. Oof! A lot of damage because he paired it with a Tzeentch's Firestorm. Very nice spellcast there. Snuck it past me. Didn't see the little casting thing under all those horses, and I was watching Kairos kind of flap about for a little bit. So very nice early engagement here from Kairos, taking out most of the HP from that very expensive Cav unit. And on the other side, the Golden Griffin is also going to jump down. Death Frost taxing its HP a little bit, but yeah, these Tzeentch monsters doing good damage in melee. I feel like Sippa was using them a lot in his Faction War run, where he did win the whole thing with Tzeentch, so maybe I'll have to take another look at these guys, the chicken mounts, when I play Tzeentch again. Blue and Pink Fire is flying into the Kisevite lines, doing some little poke damage, not too terribly much, as the archers, especially the Ice Guard, are answering back very much in kind, doing lots of damage with their magic attacks. Armor piercing lacking on the Ice Guard, but against demonic infantry units, they don't have a lot of armor, so that magic damage is really all you need. Zongors and Chaos Warriors holding down that front line as Kairos throws a blue fire. That looked odd. Some of it hit the Armored Kossar, some of it hits Arena. That looked really weird. Okay, I didn't fully understand what happened there. Did I have an aneurysm? Did I miss something? You let me know, chat. You have the capabilities of rewinding it. I can't. I have pause and slow motion. I can't rewind it. Golden Griffin dives into some of the infantry, hits him with a little bit of its Searing Doom. The Kisevite front line is doing pretty well. The cavalry was nicely damaged by Tzeentch, but Tzeentch still has powerful single entities left. Both of their bird monsters are very, very healthy, but their infantry have suffered quite a lot, especially the horrors. Chaos Warriors are still doing okay, but most of the horrors have seen better days. Kairos throws down something. I thought it was a Gaze of Fate, but I guess not. He's just diving through people. Oracle of Eternity making him very tanky. Aekold is trying to hunt down the Tsarina. Does catch up to her, but in comes a charge from the Griffin Legion, and that's just going to force them away. Is that a tier 3 army ability of Tzeentch? That might be. Ooh, that is going to do so much damage. That is a giant pile up. Sure, the Zongors will take some damage, but who cares about them? Griffin Legion try and dodge it. Crystal Sanctuary overcast, instead just giving them damage resistance, but it also nets them, so they are stuck in place. Still taking a lot of damage. They tried to save what he could, but the unit was just too damaged to really withstand that bombardment from Tzeentch. Otherwise, the bombardment not doing as much damage as I would have liked. The units are just spread out, it looks like, so not too much cluster potential there, but still an interesting tier 3 ability. Kairos, the Golden Griffin, both still near full HP, just relying on barriers and flying to keep them safe as they're trying to rout off some armored Kossars. If they terror out those guys before Buyer Blood procs, they will run almost indefinitely, but not to be the case. They get their Buyer Blood and their Courage with plenty of time. Basic Kossar. So where are those Ice Guard? There's still 2 Ice Guard with Glaives, full HP. I hope the Tzeentch player knows they are Ice Guard before he jumps the Golden Griffin or Kairos into them and just dies. That would be pretty awkward. Armored Kossars firing uphill into the backs of some Chaos Warriors with halberds, though Kizilite Warriors are blocking a lot of their shots. You can see they're partially obstructed. A couple pistol pops here and there, but not too much. Tzeentch is mostly down to their 3 very healthy single entities, while for Kislev, we have a lot of infantry left. 2 Ice Guard, full HP, have used a lot of their ammunition. Not all of it, but a lot. A couple Kizilite Warriors with some HP left. Couple armored Kossars with some HP left, but the Griffin Legions are both attritioned out, and Katerin is almost dead as well. This is Aekold's favorite spot. He loves just grinding away at infantry. He is the hero version of Sigvald, after all. He does have his constant healing and perfect vigor. He has the Wind Blade. In comes the last Searing Doom from the bound spells of the Golden Griffin. Very nice cast onto some armored Kossars. And Kairos is having a bit of a tough time now. He's down to half HP as the Zargard are both pincushioning him, and all these armored Kossars and regular Kossars. Just so much hybrid shooting here from Kislev. As the birds come charging in, they are going to get pistol shot in the face. Or bow shot, I suppose. On account of these regular Kossars. So the Golden Griffin is trying to finish off Katerin. She throws down her Crystal Sanctuary, giving her a lot of damage resistance. She has 100% ward save right now, which truly equates to, I think, like 90 or so. I don't know, one of the people in chat is always better with the math on that stuff than I am, because I know, like, you can't truly get 100 ward save behind the scenes, so she'll always take a little bit of damage, but still, she's insanely tanky as long as that Crystal Sanctuary is up. And in comes volleys from the Ice Guard, who honestly looks like they were just aiming at Katerin there. Doesn't really look like they were aiming for the Golden Griffin. And some of them pivot back to shooting at Kairos since that didn't really go their way. Katerin is below 1k HP, and Kairos is doing his best to dodge. Still has blue fires. He can spam out at Katerin once the Crystal Sanctuary wears off. As soon as it does, he fires a spell. Huge hit, and one more blue fire will spell her end. Fireblood pops just to keep her in it for now. Kairos also has Firestorms of Tzeentch if he has the Winds of Magic for it that he could pop in the Ice Guards and just deplete their HP. But oof, the Golden Griffin is starting to Demonic Instability crumble. That is a huge loss for Tzeentch. A Bolt of Change tier 2 army ability takes out Katerin. Nice job there, lowering Kislev's leadership. Some of their rallying units are starting to retreat, but it looks like Kairos is also not long for this world. Very low on HP. Just getting shot slowly but surely by all the ranged hybrid units Kislev brought. Charges through some Kossars. Terror outs them. The Ice Guard are out of ammunition. These basic Kossars are trying to shoot at him, but he's trying to stay out of their way. There is a Tzeentch's Firestorm onto a different regular Kossar, so trying to take out any of the units that have ammunition left, because if you do that, Aekold can slowly grind them to death on the ground, and Kairos could be up above, cycle charging or casting spells if he still has Winds of Magic at that point. He's getting very low. Last pistol shots from these armored Kossars are in. Oracle of Eternity trying to tank the last of those shots. One volley left from the pistol Kossars, and he really wants to rout this regular Kossar that has so much ammunition, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to, as he does have to try and get into the sky. He is frostbitten right now. Negative leadership for just a second, but he manages to rally. Staff of Tomorrow decreases his cooldowns, but I don't know what it's going to amount to. One leadership keeping him from Demonic Instability crumbling as the Ice Guard try and keep him on the ground. Frostbitten and slowed, getting poked in the back as the Kossars have reformed lines and they shoot him in the back. Kairos is down, depleting Tzeentch's leadership even further, and Kislev has a mass rally across the board. Huh. But there's still the Hellbrass. Almost literally full HP, full barriers for now, and getting shot, though he has some little force fields going up, deflecting some of those extra ammo. 2 volleys left on this Kossar, 7 volleys on the other Kossar, 2 incredibly healthy Ice Guard, and then everybody else is attritioned very badly. Really want to see what his Windblade can do. He's gotten decent value so far for himself, but if his Windblade can get some good shots on the Ice Guard, then this could be very winnable. If he has to just bump and grind through Ice Guard, maybe not as much, because it's also like, where's his healing cap? How much healing does he have left that he can do? As he dives into some armored Kossars. He's still Perfect Vigor. He's always going to be Perfect Vigor because of the Breath of Life. Yeah. So Aekold's gonna go nuts. flipping and dancing around, already routes off some Kislevites warriors. The armored Kossars are made of sterner stuff. Meanwhile, Ice Guard are just trying to rest in the background, get their vigor back up. One's very tired, one's regular tired. But they have time. Aekold has a lot of people to grind through. And speaking of time, this is Conquest. Kislev currently holds the point. They have significantly more capture weight than a single entity infantry character from Tzeentch. So they have the point. Aekold has 5 minutes to kill this whole army. It seems unlikely. He's gonna give it his best shot. Kossars try and get some shots off. Fireblood is procced for the armored Kossars. What do we have left here for Firebloods? No. I believe no. Ice Guard have to still have it. All right, that Kossar has it, and then both Ice Guard definitely have it. I mean, they're literally full HP. They've never routed. Aekold's gonna get these guys to rout. As soon as Fireblood wears off, they will rout. 2, 1. There they go. 0 leadership. You're kidding me. There we go. They were trying to make me look like a liar. Which I am not. ×2 speed is Aekold's gonna do this. I've been looking for the Windblade, but I haven't seen it being cast or anything. Oh, there it was. Did a nice little bit of poke damage. Huh, doesn't give you much warning on that thing, does it? Just kind of fires it off. Cole's leadership's not doing amazing, but he is fighting the armored Kossars who also have Fire Blood. Wants to get rid of them. Archer's trying to fire in. Might actually do more friendly fire than it's worth, because not every shot's going to hit him. So they're hitting a couple of their own guys. There's his healing cap, which is pretty bad for Tzeentch. I mean, it's not like that's going to matter, I guess. He's running out of time to recapture the point, but if he was going to grind through everybody, the healing cap appearing means we're running out of time for him to do so. Is this... I think it's just cap point difference. I don't think he can capture the point in the time. Yeah, he has 1 minute left as he's just killing these guys, but that Windblade is doing some serious work. And the Ice Guard are both just vibing, like making sure they're there in the late game in case they need it, but 20 seconds left on the capture point. Aekold shattering off more stuff, which is very satisfying for someone with OCD, just watching everything get slowly routed off. I'm like, yes, send it, but he doesn't have enough. Doesn't have enough left in the tank. The Griffin Legions both got wrecked, so credit to Necromaster there for those, but the Ice Guard with Glaives doing a lot of work. Armored Kossars did very nicely as well. For Necromaster, Kairos did well. Honestly, the Golden Griffin did pretty good job. Aekold did very nicely versus Kislev. And then his infantry mixed. The Chaos Warriors did well. The demonic units really struggled, but yeah, it's a good game. It's a GG. Close one overall. Who knows if there hadn't been the capture point ticking down that quickly, if Aekold could have done it versus the Ice Guard with Glaives. I doubt it, because they have significant armor piercing, but they are halberd units. So they might not have had the melee attack to get a bunch of hits on him. And the Windblade casts were kind of going nuts. So, I don't know. No capture point, I probably think 80% chance Kislev still takes it, but there's a 20% in there. Maybe like 15%. GG's. Roar. Subscribe, yes.